Boys, girls, and NPCs, welcome back. Here we are. I'll be honest, we're not too terribly far from home, but we're not at home. What we got for you today is special. It's so special, I've never owned one before, actually. Alex has never owned one. It's crazy. This is something I also said I'd never own. 4 doors for more, fill in the blank, guys. That's perfect. We've got ourselves a 1954. That's right, right before 55. 54. So we got a 54 Chevrolet 210 series 4-door thing. What do we think about it, Alex?
I mean, I'd never buy it, but.
Oh my gosh. Let's walk around this old pig real quick and I'll tell you the story of it. This house is foreclosed on. We got a call and said, hey, the realtor or whatever said, hey, you guys do cars. We think, do you guys want this vehicle? It was left here. Doesn't look like it's been here terribly long, but it looks like it's been chilling for a long time. So, as we always do, we said yes, because we don't want to see these go to a bad home. We came to take a look at her, and we said, you know what, we'll do it. We picked this old girl up for a pretty good price, and here she is. Pretty much, she's pretty rust-free. You might think that's rust, but that's actually just very thick paint. We've got a little bit on the back pork chops, but we've got something that a lot of our vehicles don't have. And that's a floor I can step on. There's a hole. You might ask what the hole is. That's just the brake master cylinder. That's meant to be there. We also got 2-tone paint job. We also have a lack of tires that have been debeaded multiple times, but we do have one good tire. I think it's split actually. Nope, don't look at it. We have one good tire and one of the best motors ever made. I'm not saying this model. I'm just saying inline 6. This is a 235. We know because it is. And it could be, I don't think they made 216s in 1954. If it is a 216, you guys can yell at me now and I will cry because we don't want a Babbitt beater. We want a nice, efficient 6-cylinder. And that's what we're hoping for. The other thing, weirdly enough, look at that voltage regulator. If you can't read and you didn't pass 3rd grade like I did, that says 12 volts. So it is 12 volt converted, maybe, hypothetically, hopefully. There's some random wiring in here that might prove us that that's correct, but I don't know. I'm a little worried that they just threw regulator on it, didn't put a coil in it, that coil looks like it's impregnated. We might have to check that out, but anyway, I'm rambling now. Let's look at the inside, since we got 4 doors.
I wish the rears were suicide. Wouldn't that be cool?
I could commit suicide. Dude, this is massive. Why haven't I owned a 4-door before? Oh yeah, that's because they're kind of freaking ugly. Only look at the front half of this car and I think it's really pretty. And I think the reason why we bought this is because it is almost the holidays. And guess what? We're gonna go get a Christmas tree with this old girl and drop it off at somebody in need. I think we do this one, just drop it on top of it. Let's get to work, boys, girls, and NPC. First and foremost, we're gonna get this baby girl jacked up, get these pulled off because we know those are not gonna take air. And we're gonna take those into town and get those exchanged with our 1953 rims and tires that we had from that 40 everybody near and dear loved that we ruined. Should we do a lace top? Should we do a lace top?
Yes.
Yes.
Piss off people.
Piss off the people. We won't do a lace top. This one's for the 4-door gangs. Ooh, tiki.
Whoa, tricep.
Well, that's weird.
They're just serviced recently.
Smells like 1950s. My favorite era.
My favorite thing about hubcaps
is that they're the perfect place to store all of your brake parts and or rounded over lug nuts.
Oh, what? That was easy.
That was easy. Hey, it's your doppelganger. Hey, that one's not locked up. That's nice. Look at this.
What? Why?
Hold on. Just like always, we have no freaking exhaust pipe. Did you look at this car very well when you went and looked at it the first time? The answer is no. It was 10 degrees, dead of night, and I looked with my eyes closed.
You're really gonna try?
Well, I don't want to buy new, I don't want to pay to have tires mounted, so we can try it at least.
That's recording. You don't taste it. Flies in your face.
Alex, didn't work. I thought it was supposed to go woof.
Yeah, me too.
It's just on fire. Oh, there she goes. Nope, definitely not. It's just on fire. These tires are really not terrible. I lied. I can literally pick the tread off with my finger. That was a fail. Oh, watch your feet. The Foreclosure Four Door.
With gasoline.
Is that what you have to use?
I would guess so, because usually when you
goes
douse
whoosh.
the pit, yeah.
Oh. Did it work? Oh shit. It worked, seriously. Did you see it? It went whoop.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough fuel. I mean, they're pretty cracked. They're pretty bad. I think we might just be, I think we're a little on the special side, to be honest with you.
Maybe it's just too frozen and solid.
It might not be malleable enough, that's correct. Whoa, calm down. Let's go take the taco to go get some tires. All right, some very nice gentlemen got us in at a very quick timing. And we've got some new tires.
Some good Mac.
Anyway, some nice, oh my gosh, can't say it either. Some nice NPCs got our tires put on our other rims. We are good to go. Alex is gonna finagle the brakes, and I'm gonna finagle the engine. To be honest with y'all, very late in the day to start this project, and it's gonna be dark in about 1 hour. So we're gonna play with it. I'm gonna get this thing running in T-minus 25 minutes. I'm calling it right now. Even though we forgot to grab the battery from my house. All right, let's pull some spark pluggies. You know the best part about this cold weather is that the plug wires stay exactly where they're supposed to go. The best part about inline sixes is that I honestly, they're just the easiest thing to work on. And there's always so much room for activities. What we've learned in all this time of doing what we've been doing is basically if you don't take the time to put some mystery oil, and it's something that's been sitting for a long time, I mean, even a little bit of time, the best thing you can do is just filler full slash add a little bit in there, and then let it sit for 20, 30, 40 minutes. Whenever you're getting ready to do it, just turn it over, because obviously there's going to be some rust in those cylinder walls. So why not just put some red 40 down the cylinder walls. So the good part is you got me in two different ways now. So have me where you want me. But these plugs, they are a little dirty. I'm gonna say they've had normal wear and tear. And after that Model A, I think a new thing for our channel too now is that we're gonna try to renovate all these old parts and start saving some cash money. So that way we can actually become mechanics at some point and not be stupid heads. We'll just get everything working perfectly with 400 grit sandpaper. We can change the channel name to 400 grit. This one's got some oil on her. Hey, cylinder 4 is not happy. Just an FYI. It's an oily cylinder 4. So for my business, I bought something kind of cool, but we're gonna use it for this kind of stuff too. So I'm gonna go grab that, and we can take a look and see what we've got going on in these cylinders, which is super exciting. All right, guys, so this is a boroscope, or a stethoscope, or a scope of scopes. We're gonna go down into a cylinder wall and see what, oh, wow. Xander, this is nice. All right, I'm gonna grab you. So here's our cylinder wall. We got a little bit of stuff right at the top of the wall, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that looks pretty solid. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So here is the top of the flat top piston. she looks really good on it. There's a lot of surface rust, which is what we're getting ready to put that marble mist oil in for. Oh fudge, this one's really nasty. So we had a really clean one. Now we got this one. That's not good. That's the top of it. She's got a lot of oil on her.
Oh, she's coming. Come on, señorita. Come to puppy.
So this is actually the second 235 on the channel, and if you count the failure we had, the third one, the first one being our truck with the dumping bed. Our second one was the tow truck that we tried to revive, but ended up doing a van instead, which also had inline 6 Chevrolet. So we are now on to this guy. I have utmost confidence that this vehicle is going to do its thing, especially if somebody already took the time to care about this and love it.
Can we make this more family friendly? Never let me talk to your pet chihuahua. Senora Cathy. King Juliet.
Okay, there's 6 of them. You know, it's pretty obvious. When these sit, you're gonna probably need to sand the points at the very minimal, if not put new points in. So I'm just gonna do my due diligence as always and sand the points without even checking anything else.
So the secret to getting drum brakes off after a long time of never being off is just pure abuse.
Did you put your wife beater on today?
I do have a wife beater under this.
So something you guys might find interesting, all air and above, is that I did a 12 volt conversion on that 53 Ford before we sold it. I'm gonna send Alex a picture right now of the new owner of the 53, because it was sold. I hate to tell y'all what it was. I 12 volt converted that, and basically the only thing that's converted when you do this kind of stuff is you need a voltage regulator, which this already has, coil, and then a solenoid. So something down here I'll show you guys, but this looks like it has a 12 volt solenoid on it, or starter motor. So that being said, the only other things are lights and the gauges. So basically these 6 volts is you can go ahead and use a 12 volt battery if you really don't give a rat's you know what about anything that comes with that. Just so you guys know, if you want to get something running, sitting out for a long time, and it's 6 volt, you can do a 12 volt battery, but you're going to cook a lot of electronics. Do I recommend it? I mean, sure, if you want to drive around. Your points are fine, your condenser's fine, all that stuff will be fine. It's just the important stuff that tells you the, you know, the things you want to know. So these points, those aren't the newest in the world, but they're also not the oldest. So I think she'll be okay. I'm gonna hit that little feller with a little bit of 400. We also have this guy now, which somebody forced me to buy in the industry. So this is a points file. They have been filed. We're gonna see if that works. If it doesn't, we do have another set of points, but I don't want to change them because again, it comes down to money. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and connect up a jump pack because I can, and it's a 12 volt jump pack. So we should get, we have keys in it. I haven't checked if it has keys. Should be able to hear it turn over. Possibly. Maybe possibly. Okay, we're getting 12 volts. Oh, damn it, the keys are gone. She's coming back. Is that moving? I think it's working. Oh yeah, she's a splatter. She splattered a couple times. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go get a battery. So the key's sticking. We might just need some lubrication or something special, or something's wired wrong. One of the two. There's no key. So if you guys see this on the Walmart or something, you guys can steal it.
What did I say? Peer abuse.
I'm a monkey! All right, we're gonna put these spark plugs back in. They're clean, ready to go. We seen one to turn over, so we're just gonna make this snappy, quick and effective. That's what we like to see here. Oh, she's got right on the full mark, boys and girls and artichokies. Chevy loud, Chevy proud. Ow! Oh, so much torque, not like your Milwaukee junk. This is the ADHD video, I guess. There's just a bunch of blabbing, nothing happening. Can you do me a favor? No. Can you go turn it over, flavor? Go for it, big dog. Well, I don't know, maybe look for the lack of key and then turn that. Oh, it sounds gross. Keep going.
It sounds like big power.
We've got everything except for spark, which means we have nothing. Oh yeah. You know what? This points file is garbage. Do not listen to your local store. Keep using the 400 grit. Much. Stick to your guns, son. You're done. No sparkaroons. We've got a couple different situations transpiring. We're just gonna test if we're getting voltage down where we need it. 12.6 at the starter. All right, let's go turn the key on. You light up my world. Ooh, we're not getting what we want. Our coil is not doing what it's told. We got negative. I'm a monkey. Our points are doing the thing. What this multimeter is telling me. The thing what's not doing this thing is the thing that's doing the thing. Notice, dude. No. I don't know if it works or not. This is the registration. For nothing. Mouse house. Okay, who 12 volt converted this? This is a sham. You calm down out there. We're gonna have to give her some violence. It's being unruly. Do the lights work? Or are they gonna blow right away?
There we go. They were on for a second. There we go.
How about now?
No. There we go. Now they're on.
Oh, so this was converted to a 12 volt.
The tails work?
There's no way.
The tails work.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Dude, this thing is sweet.
Press on that brake.
Anytime that something works. Oh, that brake pedal's harder than
That doesn't work.
What happened? So what if this car started its 12 volt conversion and they got to the point they're like, well, I don't really want to buy an alternator. So that's it. Let's just park it and be done.
Yeah, because it looks like a generator.
It's still a generator, but it has that little fella on it. Condenser. Not condenser. I do too many trades, man.
Do too many tricks.
Okay, guys, take a look at this coil. We ask ourselves, why was it not doing what it was meant to do? Well, we said right away she was impregnated, and then she exploded. It's kind of neat, honestly.
These days, you get thrown in jail for that.
This is for the berries. Yep. Guess what? We've got the bluest spark I've seen in this generation.
Heck yeah.
Let's show the camera how nice that is. Yep. Heck yeah, dude. That's some strong stuff. Dude, that's gonna light up my world like nobody else. Why haven't we moved to Siberia yet? It seems like a pleasant place to go. This thing's gonna fire up and purr like a chicken nugget in the kitten area. The bad part is I can't even freaking see it. Okay, go ahead. I'll probably get shocked, which is fine. Yep. Oh my gosh, this thing is gonna fire up. The glories of a 12 volt versus a 6 volt conversion.
Is that the engine turning?
All right, let me get set up for the fuel time. The Shiba Inu coin. Oh, jellyfish. Okay, I am ready when you are. Well, this is gonna be a mother trucker. Okay, whenever you're ready, buddy.
He said it was gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight. Actually, it's gonna start right up.
What? Dude, that just turned. What the fuck?
Go ahead.
It even cranked. Ready?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Oh, she has a slight exhaust leak. Okay, go ahead. I thought you were gonna leave the key on while you ran away. You know what would be a really good idea? To actually put the spark plug back in the hole. I left number 1 out like a moron, dude. Oh, now it's gonna run even better. Yep. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Go, try it. I can hear a spark just doing it. Maybe it's in the distributor, it's that sparky. But it sounded like it was like a...
It's just the injectors, dude.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, we'll keep at it. I'm gonna give that freaking SAR solenoid a piece of my mind here real quick. Yep. Wow. Now we just need to figure out. This throttle is so hard to do anything with. Here's a really heavy spring that I can't see. That's fine. Let's just see if we can get it to do what we want without doing anything crazy. Yes. All right. It's not warm. We're out of here. Oh, runs good. Why is that one of the best sounding inline sixes I've seen in a very long time? There's going to be something, buddy, that goes wrong. You realize that, right? There's got to be something. What? The clutch works, they're fine. Nice. All right, let's clean up and take our wins and go home. All right, guys, let me fill you in on a little horror story of mine from when I was a young something. What happened was I bought a 1947 Chevy 2-door sedan. I was pretty excited. We got it unstuck. He was playing Harry Potter. Got it unstuck, got turned over with a big bar. And lo and behold, we filled up the radiator and the whole side of the block leaked coolant. What we're gonna do right now is fill this one full of coolant, and we're gonna whisper sweet nothings into it and pray that we don't have the same case scenario. Here we go. Is it an Etzel? You know, we probably could have changed the lower rad hose before we did this. Oh, dude, there had to have been some in it.
Nightmare on Christmas.
Good news is no leaks so far, just marble. Would we drive it still if it had a crack inside the block? Yeah. Yep.
So our clip on this side, as you can see, looks like that. And this one is broken. So I'm actually going to grind in the middle here and try and bend it up, kind of like how that one is, but just, you know, shorter, so that we can have a clip again without going to buy a whole kit. Oh.
We discovered something. What did we discover, Alex? There's the fuel tank. If you look in there, that's not a hole. That's a glory hole. Decided the skid loader wound or whatever happened to this poor thing isn't gonna let us do what we want. So we are on to our second option. As usual, the old boat tank's coming into play once again. So throw it in the back seat, gonna go down through this fella and gonna run it up front. We're gonna connect her on up to the existing fuel pump. I'm gonna pull that line off too. I'm gonna see if we can get this old pump to work again. Trying to save our budget here. We're gonna come down through here, connect up. If we decide to keep this car, we'll put a fuel tank in it, but for this very moment to drive it, boat tank it is. I'm hopping around like an nincompoop here, but we're gonna fill this master under the floor full of some juice. Give her the pedal once he puts the rear brakes back together, and then we're gonna pray that this guy comes back to life. Highly unlikely. We do have another one. $290 now for these underfloor ones. It's nuts.
Well, Sean's in disbelief because this master cylinder isn't doing anything. I told him that it's a manual, and he has clutch pads, so
we're not doing that.
Why not?
We're not doing that. Does this only have 2,100 miles? 02115. And then there's no way. Does this only have 2,100 miles?
I mean, look how nice that seat is.
Wow, I don't know what to say, I guess. That might be original. It'd be hard to believe, but it could be. All right, what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling the top hat off the carburetor, just preventive maintenance kind of stuff right now, just to kind of check it out and see what we got going on here. Goal here is, I don't know, it smells like old gas in that. I'm just telling you right now. I'll pull the top off and see what we got. Why are they always like the freaking bottom of the ocean, dude? I'm gonna be real with you. It's not good. Tell that to the fans. Chat, this is not good. She is dirty. Okay, we got some work to do on this carburetor. So I'm gonna pull it apart, brake clean her up, get her back into beautiful condition, and that's just what's gonna have to happen.
It's so majestic with the sunset behind you.
You see what I'm doing right now?
You're getting all the holes.
Here's some goo that came out.
Wow, we even have birds flying behind you. This is so majestic.
Okay, our carburetor is back together. Our fuel pump is plumbed with the tank in the back. We're changing the oil right now, and the radiator is full of coolant and has been full of coolant for a while. Looking solid right now. Started very late today. Are we gonna have it on the road tonight, Alex?
Nope.
So the hardest thing about this car is gonna be the brakes, because she sat on the ground for a very long time, as you can tell by the many issues down below. So we're probably gonna have to just swing her one more. The nice part is, like I said, we're not far away, so we're gonna make this happen. Found a registration note. It says 1965. I don't 100% don't believe it's been off the road since 1965. So this guy, from what we've seen, how long do we think this has been off? 10 years? 15?
Say 15.
I'm gonna say 15. No new parts really, just this old 12-volt conversion that was done mediocrely. So I'd say that's probably a 90s job, honestly. That's what we know, and that's what we're going with. There's evidence that says it has 2,100 miles on it. Wouldn't that be something? Runs better than the 70 Mustang by a lot. Question for you guys. Do you guys want to see us tear into that 70 Mustang engine that we just got? And maybe do a dingle ball rebuild slash budget rebuild slash first rebuild of Alex and I's existence? If so, let us know. Oh, coming at you. You're done, dude. How can you tell this was a Midwestern vehicle? Here's a Harvest King oil filter. So that's the last oil filter that was in it. Here's the new one. This is a good old Wix. One thing we discovered, or I discovered, is if you're digging deep inside of that oil canister, let me see here. Digging. There is a fair amount of sludge in the bottom of this, more than a fair amount. So I'm gonna try to dig all that out with a rag and or some plastic, and then we'll put the new one in. Sorry, little buddy.
Didn't have any rags, huh?
Doesn't have any rags. Hey, you know what? It didn't go in the motor at all. We're good. Throttled up, but guess what? I don't know if I've heard a better runner in quite a while. We got a lot of fuel leaks, that's why I turned it off. You hear that? That's a Swiss watch. You don't hear those very often on this channel, but that's what it sounds like. So, what we got going on right now is our armature that operates your throttle, the pedal, is pushing our throttle up for some reason, so we're going to play with that tomorrow, as well as we're definitely going to have to play with our brake situation. We have no brakes. With the way it's running right now, I wouldn't see any reason for us not to be able to drive around the yard stuff, but this is not the vehicle we want to yard drive. We want to be able to actually drive this around. So, brakes will come soon. We do have really good news. We are charging, so our voltage regulator is cooperating from whoever installed that back in the 90s or so on and so forth. Shout out to them. The engine sounds like an inline six, so
a healthy one,
too. Inline six. You can hear all the clacking down in there, so that's good. It's pulling fuel, so saving some money on a fuel pump. So let's see if it'll rev up a little bit.
Just no exhaust like usual.
No exhaust and no accelerator pump. So both those are to be expected.
But damn, that's running great.
I can't tell if it's getting a little louder, valve train noise or not. I don't think so.
It's a diesel, right?
He's getting oil in there. That is just because I'm a little worried. Let's start it up one more time. No blow by. I'm a diesel. Look at it. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, sounds pretty solid. It's even in here, I think. Yep. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, so we have this thing running very well now, but we do need to change out this brake master cylinder. I was pumping it for forever, and he said there was bubbles coming up out of it, but I didn't see anything, so we're gonna have to change the sucker out. I already have both of the mounting points loosened, all the lines out. It looks really hard from underneath. So underneath here, I have the brake master cylinder right there. And then we have both of the pivoting arms for the clutch and the brake on this master cylinder. So that's why I said it sucks, because we also have this frame here and everything else in the way. Isn't it gonna suck?
Well, you know what's gonna suck worse? Is redoing all of the brakes instead and doing the master.
I think we should just do all the lines. Oh.
So here's the deal. Whenever you have good luck with the engine, you always have bad luck with either transmission or the brakes. So we had good luck with the engine and the transmission. Now here we are. We're basically doing 2 new wheel cylinders in the front. I'm just gonna put the new line on because, I mean, if we're doing a wheel cylinder, might as well do the line. And then, tell them the bad news, Alex. I don't have the ones for the back. I told you. So we might have to cap the rear ones, is what he just said, in a weird way. We'll see what happens, but we'll get these front ones working nice. He's still fighting that master cylinder and will be until probably about 3 o'clock before it gets dark.
I think we're gonna try the lazy route because all of this is gonna need patched anyway. Make this brake master cylinder replacement a little bit easier. I'm gonna grind all the way up to here and all the way over right below this bolt for whatever that holds. The brake and the clutch don't look like they've seen a lot of wear at all. I don't know if we're right about the miles or if this thing's correct or whatever. A lot of this is super stock other than the 12 volt conversion.
Hello, beautiful. So people seem to tell us that we do not film enough of the brake systems on these vehicles, and I'm here to relay the information that I'm not sure anybody wants to really hear us through the painful events on these brake systems, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. Basically what we do when we go through these is I very, very rarely ever change the pads and the hardware. I try to keep all the hardware in the pads, no matter what. Yeah, it might come out, might not, who knows. But how we do it is the hardest part usually is getting the assembly off of the stuck pads slash shoes. Once that is accomplished, what you need to do is just heat up your steel line. And if that steel line is stuck to your per se steel part of your rubber line, heat, and then turn it back and forth, turn it back and forth, turn it back and forth. Sometimes it's inevitable and you're just done. But this time around, again, got lucky and that came right off. After you get that detached, make sure before you take your wheel cylinder loose, you go ahead and pull your rubber line off. Again, heat. So pull that off. Don't be nice with it. Just use a vice grips basically for all this stuff. I mean, even if your line is rounded over, use the vice grips. Those are still sometimes usable. I'm sure that's blown out down the line, but we'll talk about that later. Then take your wheel cylinder off and then rinse and repeat on all 4 corners, or if it has front pads, just do your line. And then usually calipers are kind of rebuildable, slash we can get those working just back and forth. Wheel cylinders, not so much. They just kind of blow out. So that's what I got for you guys. Welcome to Walmart.
So you have fluid in there. Topped. You want me to pump?
Pump!
Pump it.
Floor it!
Floor it. Pumping.
Floor it!
Flooring. Pumping. Flooring.
All right. Pump it.
Pumping.
Fill.
Filling. Show my dog. Woo. Grr.
Is the clutch coming back up?
The clutch is up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does it return by itself? Yeah, wow.
So good.
I found a random spring on the ground. It's kind of oily, so I don't know where it's from.
That's not good. All right, ready for more pumpies.
Floor.
Floor.
Chevy loud, Chevy proud.
The loudest, Chevy the proudest. The proudest, the loudest. Oh man. You know what sounds good tonight?
Chevys?
Chevy loud. All right, guys, here we are. I told you you're gonna get the old 1-2 skipperoo, but new line, new wheel cylinder. Alexander finally got our new master figured out. We're gonna make a plate for that piece of steel with just a elbow on it, and then kind of make it an easier way to get to it. Of course, after we get this brake situation figured out. The rear, the lines are capped. The only other issue we were having last night is we had some issues with this throttle, and to do that perfectly correct, we're gonna have to take this lower bar off. You can kind of see it just barely, and we're gonna have to kind of lengthen it to adjust the throttle. Is that gonna happen today? No. As long as she's not skyrocketed in the RPMs, we're gonna be just fine. Next thing, new wheel cylinder on this side. The Foreclosure 4-door is getting better and better every second. We're gonna throw the carb hat on, get it running one more time, and I think it's finally time for this old girl's maiden voyage. Very interesting car. I really don't know its full story because I don't know, you can't really see down there, but there's some washers on this motor mount that do not look period correct. They almost look like grade 8 washers, which would in turn lead me to believe that this might be a different motor, but very interesting vehicle. A lot of questions about it, but I guess we're never gonna get the answers because we ain't got anybody to answer it for us. So we're ready to rip and drag the old exhaust pipe. So one of the coolest things, well, there's a lot of cool things about these old rigs, but I think one of the coolest is these oil bath air cleaners. I think they're kind of a neat at their time. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they're super cool. An effective way to, make it reusable / just all in all, just kind of a good idea, especially back in the old days. So on this nice cold December day, it's time. Back up. That's safe. Oh, lost the throttle.
No more throttle?
No more throttle. Alright, give it a second. Berries afoot. Oh yeah, there she went. She's gone. No more brakes.
Just leaked out somewhere, most likely.
Maybe. She's got it.
Still got them somewhere.
They're somewhere. Oh, that's a new trowel. Hey, man.
Just needs exhaust.
We have a leak or something from somewhere because we lost. We said it was a pretty hard pedal earlier, and now it's a squishy little guy. What? Huh.
Oh,
What was that?
I think that was the back, most likely.
Oh, there it goes. Let me go look at it. I just saw some goo coming out the back. Whoa, just a sec. Nope, we have a rusted line.
Bend that sucker.
Well, that'll explain it. Yeah. Hot rod. All right, you want to go ahead and try it again? If you cannot get fully in, that'd be great. It'll crush my face. No, it's still coming through. One second. This is a Swiss watch, I tell you what. Listen to that thing.
The straight sixes.
Only a slight. That, the oil pressure gauge works.
Oh, the bump stops.
Dude, the roof is so high, you look so short.
You're not good. Lock her up.
Well, I think she's still leaking a little bit.
Gas caps on the other side.
Oh, dog darn it.
Oh, wait.
We'll have to fill this one up then. Let me just grab a gear and disappear. Right out on the highway. At least my feet are warm.
It's warming up in you. Who are we gonna pick up?
I don't know.
Nobody.
You know, this is pretty wild. We have no idea anything about this vehicle, but the exhaust is flat from sitting for so long. All of that one brake line looks like it sat in the ground too. It's just weird. Well, I'll tell you what. You win some, you lose some. This is an odd case of a win. And these are the... Oh! It just fell out of gear.
Right after you say that, it was like, think again.
I'm going to say it again. It was a success! Take it! So, anyway, we're going to keep crawling around, see when something goes wrong. know, eh? Well, guys, the Foreclosure Four Door, that's her name now, is back to life after an unknown amount of time, but it wasn't a short amount of time, but it also was a mysterious time. We're not done yet with it. We got a surprise for you guys tomorrow. This is it. The surprise. So this one went a little bit, I don't know, you'll kind of hear me throughout the video. I'm just confused. It just went better than I ever intended. I don't know. It's gonna feel just weird. I don't know. I felt weird about the whole car, but it's a runner, it's a driver, and it functions and it's good. So that's why we kind of went above and beyond and made a nice little Christmas spirit. And I don't really have much to say this time for lessons learned, just because sometimes the least expected vehicle that you think you're gonna have all the issues with in the world, you have no issues with. And what I want to lead into from that is I hope you guys have a fantastic time this holidays with your family. Make sure you take some time away from your business, make your time away from anything you're doing, spend some time with your family, your friends, because that's really, at the end of the day, that's all it's really about. So enjoy this time, take some time, hug your family members, because again, you don't know when they're not going to be around. But this is it for our 54 Chevy. Do you want to see it again? Because I think we do. See you guys.